You know that feeling, right? That little voice that tells you you're capable of so much more, but for some reason, something's holding you back? Well, today, we're diving into Robin Sharma's The 5 a.m. Club. And let me tell you, this book is way more than just a guide to waking up early. It's really about waking up to your own potential. It's part story, part philosophy, and a full-on roadmap to completely transforming your life, all before the sun even rises.
The book kicks off with this quote from Ayn Rand, and wow, it really hits home, doesn't it? It just perfectly captures that quiet frustration so many of us feel. You know, that sense that there's a hero inside of us, a truly great version of ourselves, that's kind of getting buried under the day-to-day grind.
And this right here, this is the heart of the problem Sharma talks about. Does this sound at all familiar? You feel like you're always on the edge of something amazing, but you're kind of stuck in the not quite or the not yet. This is that exact struggle that separates the good from the absolutely legendary.
But instead of just giving us a dry, self-help manual, Sharma tells a story, which is awesome. We follow an entrepreneur and an artist, and they're both pretty much at their breaking point. They're relatable, they're like us. And then they meet this incredibly strange, mysterious billionaire who kind of looks homeless, but as it turns out, holds the key to unlocking their true potential.
So, what is this big secret the billionaire's holding on to? Well, it's not about being born a genius or having some kind of special talent. The core idea of the whole book is that literally anyone can become a legend. It's not about raw talent, it's all about your habits. It's about consistency, and it's about starting small and building on that day after day.
And here it is, the big reveal, the 5 a.m. Club. It's that simple, but it's also that profound. The idea is, if you can own the first hour of your day, you set yourself up to win the whole day. And if you win the day, eventually you win your life. It's a complete game changer.
Okay, so that sounds great in theory, but how do you actually do it? This is where the book gets super practical and useful. It's not just a bunch of nice-sounding ideas. It's a literal, step-by-step formula for a world-class morning. It's called the 20-20-20 formula, and honestly, it's brilliant.
So this 20-20-20 formula all happens during what Sharma calls the victory hour. Think of it as this magical golden hour from 5 to 6 a.m., where you can basically prime your mind, your body, and your spirit for a perfect day, all before the rest of the world and its distractions come knocking.
So here's the breakdown. The victory hour is split into 3 super simple 20-minute chunks. First, you move. Then you reflect. And finally, you grow. That's it. It's simple, it's powerful, and it's incredibly easy to remember.
And here's the why behind it, why it's so effective. You kick things off with 20 minutes of intense movement to wake your body up and sweat out the stress. Then you spend 20 minutes reflecting, journaling, meditating to get your mind clear and focused. And you finish with 20 minutes of growth, reading or learning something new to expand your skills. You're hitting all the bases before most people have even hit the snooze button.
But look, just having the routine isn't the whole picture. To really make this thing stick, to make it a part of who you are, you need a different kind of mindset. You've got to shift from thinking like an amateur to thinking like a true master. So let's take a look at what that means. Sharma points out that most of us, most of the time, live in this world of superficiality. Our thinking is a little vague, our goals are kind of fuzzy, so we get vague results. But that top 5%, they live in a world of granularity. They are absolutely obsessed with the details. They're precise. And because of that, they get precise, world-class results.
So how do you get there? Well, it's a pretty simple 3-step loop. First, you just develop a better awareness of what you're actually doing every day. That awareness then lets you make better daily choices. And naturally, those better choices, repeated day after day, lead to way better results. It's this awesome upward spiral that just keeps feeding itself.
And all of this leads to this incredible concept the book calls day stacking. It's this powerful idea that you don't need to make these massive, heroic changes to get massive results. You just have to aim to get 1% better every single day. These tiny little wins, they stack on top of each other and create unstoppable momentum.
And the result? It's actually mind-blowing. If you improve by just 1% every day, you're not just 365% better by the end of the year.
Because it compounds, it's exponential. The growth is just staggering. This number here just shows you how ridiculously powerful those small, consistent efforts really are.
Now I know what you might be thinking. Waking up at 5 a.m., being super precise, improving every single day, this sounds exhausting. And you'd be right. You can't just go full throttle all the time. That leads to burnout. And that's exactly why the book introduces the twin cycles of genius. It's not just about working hard, it's about recovering smart.
Think of it like a rhythm. You have your high-performance cycle where you are in the zone, you're focused, you're producing amazing work. But then you absolutely have to have your deep recovery cycle where you unplug, rest, and recharge. You need both to be a top performer. It's all about that balance. And recovery isn't about being lazy or unproductive. It's about finding real joy in the simple things. This quote from Oscar Wilde just says it all, right? It's about finding that happiness in things like a good book or nature. That's the stuff that truly refuels your soul.
And this brings us to the final, and maybe the most profound message of the whole book. It's about something much bigger than just personal success. It's about freedom. And to really drive this point home, the book uses the powerful story of Nelson Mandela.
Just let that quote sink in. It's so powerful. Mandela understood that even after being physically released from prison, he could still be a prisoner of his own mind. His real freedom, his true liberation, came from the choice to let go of bitterness and hatred. That's a lesson for all of us.
And it doesn't just stop with you. As Mandela says here, true freedom isn't just about breaking your own chains. It's about using your strength, your mastery, to lift up the people around you. It's about connecting to a purpose that's way bigger than just yourself.
And this is where it all comes full circle, back to us. We all have our own personal prisons, right? Our Robin Islands of fear or self-doubt or old wounds. But the 5 a.m. Club, it's not just a productivity hack. It's positioned as your first step on your own personal walk to freedom. It's your chance to start breaking out of that prison, one morning at a time.
And so, the book leaves us with this powerful question. The world really does need more heroes. So why are we waiting around for them to show up when you have everything you need right now inside of you to become one? The potential is there. All you have to do is wake up to it. And maybe it all starts tomorrow morning at 5 a.m.